Hi guys, so welcome to the first program in the new series of programming basics. So this is just a program to do print statements, a program to print your name, the date and the place. So let's start with just the basics of C programming. So C programming is going to be a very structured way of method of coding, and it's divided into different parts where you have the declaration section, you have the definition section, you have the main program, and then you have other sub-program sections. So here first we're going to start with asking the compiler to include the most important file that we have, which is the standard input output file. If we only have that file, we will be able to take an input from the user, print an output to the console, and many other functions like operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. So we need a header file which includes the definition for all these, which is predefined in that file. So the file is stdio.h. It's standard input output. A lot of functions will work only if you include this function, this header file inside your program. So how do we include this in our program is by writing the statement hash include stdio.h. This is an angular bracket which is a combination of both your lesser than symbol and the greater than symbol. And yes, once you write this, your program will accept input from the keyboard. All the functions that allow you to accept input from a user, to print to the console, and to deal with some basic functions, all will be available for you. Now, if you want to print something onto your console as it is, probably you want to print hello world or good morning, or let's say your name or your age or your date of birth, whatever it is. So you have the statement of this is the printf statement. So you write printf, you open a parenthesis, you open double quotes, and you write whatever you want to write, like x0, 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 and you can close it, the double apostrophes, the parenthesis, and you end with a semicolon. So printf is what is used to print everything on your console, and this is the text that you want to print exactly like it is onto your console. Whatever that is provided between the double quotes will be printed exactly as it is, but without the double quotes. And this semicolon signifies the end of a statement, like we put a full stop at the end of a statement when you write at the end of a sentence when we write English. It's exactly the same. So let's go ahead and write the statement that is needed for printing the name, date and place. So your hash include stdio.h remains there, and you can go ahead and write void main. So this void main signifies that your program starts execution from this point up till this point, and void means the program does not return back any value. We'll talk about return types after a while. So some compilers will accept only int main. It means it returns an integer. We look at that into data types, but the basic data type you have to write here right now is void main. If your compiler is fine with void main, go ahead. Some compilers already have a predefined template where int main is already written. So in many compilers, this template is already provided. So you just have to write whatever statements you want inside the curly brackets, so that you can execute whatever you want. The template is already provided. So let's go ahead. So depending on whether your compiler is providing a template of void main or int main, you can start writing. So I want to print my name, my date, the date and the place. So you can start with writing a name. So go print F and you can write your name. Let's say you can write anything, your name. And go ahead and print F a date. Can be any date. Let's say 31st December 2017. And the place, let's say you can add any place, your place. And close the curly brackets. So this, once you type it down, you check if you have any errors, meaning debug, and you execute it. So once you execute it, it will print exactly what is given within those double quotes onto your console or on your monitor. Let's check how is this going to execute in the form of a code. So we're going to print out the name, print F. Go ahead and just print out your name. You can even leave space in between, it will print exactly like it is. And print F, the date. Let's say you want to print 1st May 2020. And you can print F the place. Let's say you want to print planet Earth. And you can go ahead and execute your program. So when you execute this, you're going to get everything in a single line this way. So if you want to print it in new lines, you could do enter the escape sequence of \n. So enter \n in all the statements and go ahead and print it, and it will come in 3 different lines. So this is the printf state. Printf is the function which is used to print exactly like how you want on your console to look like. You can just go ahead and write it. Just add a little bit modifications, formatting depending on how you want to go ahead and print it. Thank you.